You've been lied to. If your abs look soft, it's not because you're lazy, it's because you're training like it's still high school. Yeah, I know what they told you. Abs are made in the kitchen. Cool. But how do you explain the guy who eats burgers, skips salads, and still walks around with a brick wall under his shirt? It's not genetics. It's not supplements. It's smarter training. Let me ask you something. When was the last time your abs were actually sore? Not burning from doing 100 reps, but sore from real, deep activation. Because there's a difference. One feels like work. The other builds muscle. Most people are stuck doing crunches the way they did when they were 16. No resistance, no control. Just flopping around on the floor and hoping something magical happens. That's not training. That's just movement. And you know what's worse? You feel the burn, so you think it's working. But the mirror doesn't lie. Your core still looks flat, still soft, still underdeveloped. That's not your fault. It's the program you're following. Real abs. Thick, defined, visible abs. Don't come from doing more. They come from doing it right. That means picking the exercises that actually demand something from your body, that force your abs to contract hard, stay under tension, and adapt. That's how muscle grows. That's how definition shows up. And that's exactly what this video is about. I'm not giving you 20 exercises. I'm giving you 5. 5 that actually work. But only if you do them right. These movements are tough. They'll humble you. But if you stick with them, game over. If this is already hitting close to home, hit that subscribe button. Because what's coming next might just change the way you train forever. Exercise 1. Cable crunch with weight. There comes a point in every AB journey when things just stop working. You're training, you're sweating, you're burning through reps, and yet your stomach still looks the same. Same outline, same soft look. No depth, no cuts. It's like your effort got muted. And the crazy part? It's not because you're not working hard enough. It's because your abs are no longer being challenged. Your body adapted. It turned your go-to ab exercises into routine. And routine is the enemy of growth. See, your abs aren't lazy. They're just smart. They learn fast. And once they figure out your patterns, they stop growing. That's why those endless floor crunches stopped hitting. You're moving, yeah, but you're not stimulating. Your core isn't being pushed to evolve. This is where the cable crunch with weight changes the game. It's one of the few AB exercises that gives you what most core workouts never do: progressive overload. Just like with any muscle group, if you want visible growth, you need resistance. You need to make your abs work for it. But here's the thing. This isn't just about adding weight and going through the motions. The real magic is in the form. Your hips stay locked. No swinging. No sitting back. Your arms? They're just there to hold the rope, not to pull. The entire movement comes from your spine curling down, driven by your core. That's what creates the deep contraction you've never felt with basic crunches. And when you get it right, it hits different. Every rep feels heavy. Every set leaves your midsection shaking. And the best part? You can always go heavier. 5 more pounds. Then 5 more. Week after week. The tension never stops. The growth never stalls. You force your abs to get thicker, harder, more defined. And that's what makes them show. This one exercise can flip the switch. From flat to sharp. From soft to solid. But only if you respect the technique, chase the tension, and keep raising the bar. You want that deep brick wall core? It starts right here, but that's just one piece of the puzzle. Exercise 2. Hanging leg raises. Most people try this exercise once, feel like they're gonna snap in half, and never do it again. And that's exactly why it works. Hanging leg raises aren't some flashy movement for social media. They're raw, brutal, and if done right, they light up your core in a way no crunch ever could. I'm talking over 300% more activation in the obliques, plus serious hits to the lower abs, the part that almost never shows. But here's where most people mess it up. They think it's a leg exercise. It's not. The legs are just the weight. The real work? That starts when your pelvis tilts, your spine curls, and your lower abs crush into themselves to lift your hips. The setup sounds simple. Hang from a bar. No swinging. Shoulders pulled down. Core tight. Then bring your knees up, not just up, but in, like you're trying to knee yourself in the chest. And here's the secret. At the top of the movement, you slightly roll your pelvis forward. That micro movement, that's what turns this from just hard into holy charge. I felt that. And if you can't do it yet, that's not failure. That's exactly where the growth starts. Use a captain's chair. Let your arms rest. Take the tension out of your grip and put it where it belongs, deep in your core. Start with bent knees, then legs straight, then eventually full control all the way to that perfect L shape in midair. No momentum, just muscle. Every rep in this movement is a fight. A war between gravity and your willpower. It doesn't matter if you only get 5 good reps. Those 5 can change your midsection more than 50 half-assed crunches ever will. And the payoff? It shows where it hurts the most. Lower belly, oblique lines, waistline tightness. It's the kind of definition you can't fake, because it comes from tension your body has to respond to. No shortcuts, no fluff, just grind. And the next part? That's where most people really tap out. Exercise 3. Reverse crunch on a decline bench. You can be disciplined. You can train hard. You can even start seeing progress in your upper abs. But if your lower abs still look soft, smooth, and stubborn, you're not alone. That's the exact spot where most physiques fall apart. Not because you're lazy, but because you're not targeting it right. See, most core routines focus from the top down. You curl your chest, you squeeze the upper abs, and sure, you feel the pump. But below the belly button, nothing. That part stays quiet, undertrained, untouched. And that's why even lean guys still carry that last layer of fluff around the waistband. The fix? You flip the direction of tension. You make your lower abs the star of the show. And the reverse crunch on a decline bench does exactly that. It's not just a variation, it's a whole new challenge. One that pulls your body into angles it hates and forces your core to respond. You lie back on a decline, body angled down, feet off the floor. Gravity's now against you. The second you lift your legs, your core is under fire. But that's just the start. The real magic happens when you lift your hips off the bench. Not by swinging, but by folding yourself in from the bottom up. Your knees come in, but they don't do the work. Your lower spine tucks, your pelvis rolls, and your abs, they squeeze like hell. And if you're not lifting your hips at least a few inches off that bench, you're cheating yourself. That pelvic lift is everything. It's what takes this from just another crunch to a precision strike on the most stubborn fat zone on your body. At first, it feels impossible. Your form breaks. Your legs want to take over. Your momentum wants to cheat. But if you focus, really focus, and move slow, controlled, with intention, everything changes. Each rep becomes a battle. Each set leaves your abs fried in a way that's impossible to fake. And here's the best part. It scales with your strength. The more control you build, the slower you go. The tighter the contraction, the deeper the result. After a few weeks, you start seeing it. The line under your belly button sharpens. That little pouch starts to flatten. Your waist gets tighter, cleaner, sharper. This is the move that separates fit from ripped. It doesn't feel flashy. It's not for the camera. But it works. And the pain you feel during the set? That's your abs finally waking up to do their damn job. But we're not done yet. The next one flips the entire concept of core training on its head. Exercise 4. Ab wheel rollout. Everyone thinks they know AB training. Until they try this. The ab wheel looks harmless, simple, maybe even a little outdated. But the moment you roll it forward and feel your entire body trembling just to hold the line, you realize this is a whole different beast. Here's the difference. Most AB exercises work by shortening the muscle. You crunch, you fold, you squeeze. But the ab wheel rollout flips that script. It stretches your core to the edge, then forces you to stay tight as hell while fully extended. That tension? That's where real strength lives. You start on your knees, hands gripping the wheel. Your arms are straight, your spine neutral, your core braced like someone's about to punch you in the gut. That's your starting point, already under tension. Then, slowly, you roll the wheel forward. And here comes the war. As your torso lowers, gravity tries to pull your spine into extension. Your abs fight to keep it straight. Every inch forward feels heavier. Your shoulders stretch out. Your lats engage. Your glutes tighten. And your abs? They're screaming to survive. The golden rule: do not let your back arch. If your lower back starts to cave, you've gone too far. That's your limit. Respect it. Train at that edge, because the moment your abs give out, the risk of injury spikes. This is precision work, not ego lifting. Now comes the return. And here's where most fail. You don't pull back with your arms. You curl yourself in using your core. Imagine folding your body like a slow, controlled wave. That reverse tension is what actually builds the density in your midsection. It's where the muscle gets forged. And yes, it's hard. Yes, you'll shake. But that's exactly why it works. With time, your range expands, your control improves, and eventually, you hit the holy grail, the standing rollout, the advanced version where you start on your feet, lower all the way to the floor, and come back up like a machine. No momentum, no cheats, just core power. This is one of those exercises that pays you back in every way. Stronger posture, better spinal protection, a tighter waist, and abs that don't just look good, they function like armor. It's not glamorous, but it's game-changing. And to finish this list strong, we're going back to a classic, but not the way you're used to. Exercise 5. Bicycle crunch. This might be the most misunderstood AB exercise on the planet. Everyone's seen it. Everyone thinks they know it. But almost no one's doing it right. And that's why so many people write it off as a light finisher or just a warm-up. Big mistake. Here's the truth. The bicycle crunch, when done properly, is a core killer. And not just for the six-pack. It hammers your obliques, deep core stabilizers, and lower abs all at once. It doesn't just hit your abs hard, it exhausts them in motion, alternating, twisting, stretching, contracting, non-stop. The science backs it up too. Studies using electromyography have shown that this exercise produces up to 248% more muscle activation than the traditional crunch. That's not a typo. 2, 4, 8. And the reason is simple. It forces your core to work in rotation, anti-rotation, and tension under movement, all in one fluid sequence. You start on your back, hands near your head, not yanking your neck, legs off the ground. One knee comes in. The opposite shoulder rotates toward it. But here's the key. It's not about touching your elbow to your knee. That's lazy form. The real movement is in the twist, the full rotation of your upper body across the core, while the other leg stays fully extended just above the floor. Then they switch, and switch again, and again. One side shortens, the other stretches. Your core doesn't get a single second to relax. It's being pulled, twisted, compressed, and lengthened, in constant battle against itself. That's what makes it brutal. Want to make it even worse? Slow it down. 3 seconds per side. No rest, no bouncing. Keep your shoulder blades off the ground the entire time. That one adjustment takes it from decent to devastating. Your abs start burning in rep 5. By rep 15, they're shaking. And by the third set, you're begging for it to end. And that's the point. This exercise proves that intensity isn't just about weight or reps. It's about control. It's about doing the movement so precisely that your core can't cheat. So your body has to respond. You don't need a gym. You don't need a machine. You just need space, discipline, and the willingness to do it right. And when you do, your obliques sharpen. Your waistline narrows. Your entire midsection starts to twist in instead of bulging out. The real flex here isn't just how your abs look. It's how they function, how they move, how they handle pressure from every direction. That's what separates real core strength from Instagram fluff. You've made it through all 5 exercises. But this last one, it's the reminder. That basics, done with mastery, can break plateaus faster than any flashy new move. You've been training your abs. But let's be honest, have you really been challenging them? After everything you've just seen, you can't unsee it. The mistakes, the wasted reps, the comfortable routines that made you sweat, sure, but never made you grow. That ends today, because now you've got the blueprint. Not fluff, not filler. 5 real exercises that force your core to wake up, break down, and rebuild into something stronger, something sharper, something that actually shows. And none of this required a miracle. You didn't need 20 exercises. You didn't need some shredded influencer screaming at you. You needed the truth, and the truth is simple. Your abs respond to stress, to tension, to discomfort. The right kind of discomfort. The kind that makes your muscles shake mid-rep. That burns so deep you wonder if you can finish the set. That demands focus, form, and patience. That makes your body earn every inch of progress. That's where real change lives. But here's what separates the ones who get there and the ones who don't. The ones who change? They don't just watch. They apply. They take the knowledge, feel the resistance, and push through anyway. Even when it's hard. Even when the form breaks. Even when they fail. Because they know. That failure? That's growth in disguise. So now it's your turn. You can scroll to the next video. Or you can make a decision. A real one. To stop doing what's easy and start doing what works. Because when you do, everything changes. Not just how your abs look, but how they feel, how they perform, how they hold your body up with power, stability, and control. You don't need another ab circuit with zero intention. You need depth, pressure, tension. You need to stop training for sweat and start training for change. You saw it all here. How to build visible thickness, how to carve the lower abs, how to twist in your waist, how to stretch your core under load, and how to finish it all with rotational control. That's a complete core. That's a foundation built to perform. So I'll ask you this. What's the one thing you're changing in your training after this? Drop it in the comments. Because that small decision might be the beginning of your biggest transformation yet. If this video gave you at least one aha moment, drop a like, hit subscribe, and let's keep building this together. And if you're serious about training with purpose, not just going through the motions, then make sure you don't miss what's coming next. We're just getting started.